Third parties, like not the people who actually, it's so hard to tell because you get a copyright claim and it lists like these random companies. I think I get one that sometimes, like I've had ones from like South America, some from like, I don't know, Thailand, so these random places that like, they're not called Square Enix, they're not really called anything that would make you think that they own the rights. But either they maybe have some kind of, if I do as you will, she's almost certainly going to take a break. We're just going to combine powers here, just going to get started. And so maybe they do have legitimate claims, but maybe it's one of these like niche scenarios where, I don't know, the company has a claim to the rights for that particular music within their own country, but they have like a YouTube system that's just too kind of blanket, where you upload a video and they just completely just try to claim everything and every aspect of the whole video. It's obviously bullshit. So it's a messy system, unfortunately. It's very, very, very rare that I ever get a claim from Square Enix themselves. It basically almost never happens. Okay. You see, now she's actually playing ball. So I don't know, maybe it's just a bit psychological, but for me, I'd rather just start like this. You see, like, they're actually doing some moves now. Yeah, I've never had an Uematsu claim. That's strange. I have like 5,000 videos now, and many, many hundreds of Final Fantasy X videos where the soundtracks and stuff been heard over and over. Never had one from him. Or whatever company owns the rights to his music or whatever. But yeah, you can go down the whole, like, completely disable the music, put your own. In general, this mod worked really well for actually playing through the game. But for the Monster Arena specifically, it doesn't work as well, and I kind of forgot to do like a different kind of setup for the Monster Arena. So maybe for the next session, I'll try to completely disable the music and just have my own running. It was either likely someone using his name. Yeah, so it could have been a total fake. That's what I mean. It's so hard to tell. Hey, JV and Seb, welcome to stream. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we just need to move the Nemesis fight to a different area that we like more outside of the Monster Arena. We'll just hear that music. Let's just do it one more time here. This has been a much better start here. Thank you, Yasol, once again for keeping count. I do appreciate that. Hi, Andrea. Welcome to stream. Good to see you. No defense this time. I do wonder if they could have set all the Monster Arena fights in the little zone they have set up for Sphere Monitor simulation battles. I guess, but then it would have been like Final Fantasy VII Remake / Rebirth, and the Monster Arena is still better than the Combat Simulator and Rebirth or Remake. I don't care what anyone says. 100% better. Alright, we're gonna fight. Good move. Come on, haste. Cameron Harris with the wishful thinking there. If you dismiss them when cursed, they retain it when resummoned. Yes, they do. Pretty sure. Come on, haste. Very good haste. Excellent haste. Ultra Spark is coming soon. The chances of her healing herself seems pretty low. She prioritizes her sisters for any healing, like she does Curaga or something. So I'm just going to keep attacking and hope she does auto life when she's revived. Come on, haste. She can't heal herself, I'm pretty sure. Ah, it has to, yeah, okay. It has to be Sandy with defense, but she, as you can see, she never does it. Her last 2 defenses have just been a pure attack. I mean, you guys have seen how many times I've used the defense command. Has there been a single heal from Sandy? I don't think there's been a single one. We must have used it like 50 times by now. What does the AC need to be before? It's 20 or higher. Yeah, so the chances of Cindy getting a heal from anybody is very, very, very low. Now, there is no help each other, but if I do a do as you will, does that give her a chance of maybe an auto life? Yes, sir. Yeah, I think all in all, Sandy's been the worst, but haste is just generally so hard to get anyway. Partly I can't blame her because it's just mechanically difficult, but I think even by the mechanic standards, we've been a bit unlucky with haste so far, given how many tries we've had at it. Hey Kitty, welcome to stream. Good to see you. All of these are just pointless. We're going to get hit with Armageddon soon anyway, so yeah. Have you played the Xenosaga series? No. Come on, haste. Yeah! She loves to use haste before Armageddon. Let's go. You see how quickly the battle changes? The main thing is going to be to get this to work after Armageddon happens. I need Armageddon to actually happen now. I prefer it. Yeah, okay. So that's good. So now, hopefully, we have a chance of setting ourselves up a little bit more. Only bad thing, obviously, is that then Ultra Spark comes, and then you lose your haste again. And like having high HP in this fight and having haste at the same time, it just almost never happens. That's the tough bit. Right. How close are we to an Ultra Spark, though? I think we still just go help each other here. She went for the auto life on Sandy. Oh, that's a bad move. That's a bad move. That's like the most throwaway help she could have given. And the haste is gone. Yeah, we're screwed now. We're in big trouble now. Full life is good, but we need a lot of luck, I think, for Ultra Spark to not happen. We only got 2 haste out of her this time, unfortunately. Damn it. Hey Nico, welcome to stream. Thanks, Real. Good luck at the gym. Oh, we're on Ethereal Cannon. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, shit. I think that ends it. Yeah, this time Cindy's been off the boil. Yeah, I think we're done here. This is going to be Ultra Spark most likely. I didn't want to dismiss and play that whole game. Oh, we got lucky. That was the 33% there. Oh, for the love of God. Yes! Still alive. Alright. Still in it. That was clutch. And while Mindy has a lot of HP, but these two obviously are going to be KO'd right about now. But at least I can one more time now. Ah, I was trying to one more time the full life. Shit. Fine. Then that's my bad. Can't blame Cindy for that one. I use auto life so often that I thought that was the most recent. And while Sandy had one already. But that was the move before. So it's still kicking. And now I will do it one more time. And hope she actually listens. She does. But this time... from Sandy again. Hey Sammy, thanks for joining us. Definitely worth watching the VOD for this one. I think could be an entertaining one. So now we have a little bit of time, I guess. There's a few opportunities here to get this working. Oh god, she's going to need all the time. But we still have a little time here before either Ultra Spark or Armageddon. Oh, and another haste. Okay. Sandy's officially having a good run here. Oh no. Oof. So we're starting to move things along a little more here. Okay, second time. Alright. One more time. Okay, now we're rolling. Let's go. See you later, Tan. Thanks for joining us today. This was a good move as well. Okay. What do we do now? I think we fight. We just go for it. Or maybe if she gets a Kurage in, it might help. She'd have to get 2 in, but maybe there's a chance. Unsure. With these, I never know whether to stick or twist in these situations. Because obviously, Ultra Spark will happen soon. But if I can Kurage someone twice, then I can save and keep them in haste. Which could be pretty big. So 4.97 million left, for anyone curious. You guys are saying to fight, so I will take your advice. We shall fight. Again, they don't all have haste, right? Mindy doesn't have haste. Let's go. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we're going. It's going to be based on how these next few turns play out and whether weird, stupid things start to happen here. We've caught a little bit of a wave. Now we need a physical attack on Mindy. That would be ideal. Ultra Spark again sets us back because we're going to lose haste and we need to do a whole bunch of stuff to get back in the game with Armageddon coming very soon. So, and now I can't one more time. So this is where it gets problematic. I've basically lost the ability to use haste. Corefian, if I try one more time, she doesn't do haste. The reason she doesn't do haste is because obviously no one needs it. But then let's just say the next round of turns, they've died and been revived and people don't have haste and I do one more time again. Is there any chance that she would remember that it was haste that's the one more time and not the taking a break? Because it could make quite a difference, but I have to assume if she takes a break and you do one more time, she'll just repeat the break as opposed to trying to do what she did before the break. That makes sense? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you lose it. Because I look at all of these turns I have here. If Ultra Spark comes, I'm going to lose all of this extra damage potential. But it's tough. I'm going to go for a defense here. Maybe we have a protect or a shell that saves us from a physical attack. Let's just try it. Because we're definitely not going to get a haste. They always copy the taking a break. I'm pretty sure that's what would happen, but I thought maybe there's a small chance we can kind of get around it. So if it is a slap, we might have a chance of surviving. Yes. Fine, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Where are we at? This is close to Armageddon time, right? 19. Okay. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. This is definitely what I wanted. Let's try and help each other again. Wow. Okay. We've got to hope that she does the full life next time. Yep. So your sword counted 19, but as I said, there's a little bit of variation in the attack. So sometimes you don't get it right. So this is an interesting situation now, because again, we couldn't quite get as much out of it as we would have hoped. Obviously, everyone's lost haste now. Okay, let's see what she does. Full life's been happening quite a lot recently. Can't complain about that. Alright. Yeah, I had a feeling Ultra Spark was next. Unfortunately, again, it's kind of game over here. It's just like trying to negotiate that transition between Armageddon and the first Ultra Spark is just so difficult. So 3.4 million left this time. I think let's dismiss here. We've just had an Ultra Spark, so maybe there's a small chance we can resummon them. I think in these scenarios there's nothing better to do than to just dismiss if it's immediately after an Armageddon or an Ultra Spark. So let's see. We haven't successfully managed to resummon the sisters yet, but it's always worth a try. Here we go. That's not a good start. That's a very, very bad start. I think that all but basically eliminates our chances here, unfortunately. Yeah. Really making sure here. What we haven't had is 2 people being revived from Ultra Spark yet, but still doesn't really make a difference, I think. Okay. What if I had Mighty Guard? Because I'm thinking, like, other than Riku, who can haste Yuna? Can I haste Yuna with a Mighty Guard here in this scenario if I had the overdrive? Right? I use Mighty Guard so rarely that for like future attempts, maybe I should just have Kimari with a Mighty Guard here. It doesn't do haste. Stupid move. It should do haste. Yeah, there's no other way. Yeah, so we're going to need Yuna to survive 4 turns here. We're finished, unfortunately. Yeah, there it is. Ah! Yeah, love the way Caribbean puts it. Riku is the only one who can do CTB healing. It's elements and then like protect shell. Yeah, regen. Why can't Kimari summon? It's kind of funny how long you survive even though like the game's already over. In that sense, it does always remind me a little bit of chess, where it's like a position's already a losing position. I don't know that much about chess, but like there's positions that are like you kind of already lost the game, but you could still theoretically just play on for like another 5 moves, 10 moves or some shit. But the game's already over, and Final Fantasy X does have that sometimes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we definitely got checkmated after. Again, it was that stupid Armageddon plus Ultra Spark combination. And there's just no way we can stop those coming like back to back. If it had one of those counters where us attacking Nemesis also influenced it, then obviously you have a little bit more control about when you attack. And like you can deliberately push it to use it when you want it and stuff, but with this one it's completely in Nemesis control when it uses it, so it is a bit RNG related, unfortunately. Alright, here we go. I think next session I will potentially just try and do maybe preemptive strike only, possibly. Cariphian, is there a way to mod this fight? whenever I'm in need of such things, I'm like, Cariphian, come to my rescue. Is there a way to like mod this fight so we just get a preemptive strike every time, so that we don't have to basically RNG farm for a good start? Because I feel like it would make quite a big difference. But you're seeing again, this time I tried to not use the overdrive from the start, and Cindy again just took a break immediately. So like you just don't, like your chances of gaining an advantage aren't as good as you think. Cheat initiative into their Aeon weapons. Yeah, maybe there's a way, I don't know. But initiative just stops ambushes, right? It doesn't guarantee a preemptive. Let's combine it now. Get that first million of damage done. Yeah, with these mods, I never know how quick they are to make. Like, is it literally, when you know what you're doing, you can whip it up, like something that simple in like 5 minutes? Or is it like an hour job to do? I have no idea. But I think for both like viewing convenience as well, because obviously you guys are going to have to watch a lot of resets and there'll be a lot more like idle dead time, just kind of having to cycle through the title screen, restart the fight over and over again. It's partly why I don't want to do it, because it would just be a bit more annoying and boring to watch. But if we had a mod that gave us preemptive strike every time, at least we get the maximum amount of turns to just get the best start we can in the fight. So we shall see. Now, are you going to help anybody, or... No, she's just not helping. Bullshit. Thankfully, we have a little bit of time. Like, if she takes a while to do her first auto life, it's not the end of the world, because the first KO does tend to take a little while. Oh, come on. Not you too, Mindy. Not you too. That breaks my heart. Mindy's so good, usually, about just doing what you need her to do. Like, what is this? What is happening? Why are they giving up like this? They're off to, like, a decent start, and then they just flipping gave up. Just so many things just being thrown away, like damage opportunities, chances to get further ahead. It's like they don't realize what's coming. Welcome back, Donuts. Alright, how about now? You're half dead. You want us to kick into gear? Okay, good. Can they cast regen? Good question. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen them cast regen before. Okay. Nice one. Thank you, Cariphian. Really appreciate that. We'll give it a test before the next stream. And hopefully if it works, we'll make it a little bit easier for everybody. It's another one of those things where it's like, technically it's cheating, but who cares, man? It's just the kind of thing that you just have to keep reset farming until you got it anyway. So yeah, I guess that does answer my question. That one at least was very quick to do. Thank you, Cariphian, as always. Now, with Cindy's last turn, she did use an auto life, right? So I can do her one more time now. Nah, Cindy's just trolling. In this attempt, Cindy's just not interested in playing ball. We're going to be hit with like Armageddon and we've only had one auto life. Yeah, it's the kind of cheating that for me just like it just doesn't diminish the fun aspect of it at all. Like as long as nothing changes once the fight begins and the fight is exactly the same, then that's kind of where I draw the line. Everyone's kind of thing is different for that. But for me it's like cheating like on the way to a fight in ways that save you time and farming, I think I just don't mind. Like, obviously where I draw the line is, hey, like, can we... It's like kind of the nose figure Shinryu thing, where it's like, hey, can we just program it so it never uses a razor? Saves you the RNG of trying it again. Like, that's obviously, to me, that's a whole different thing. But ensuring you get a preemptive strike to stop you resetting, like, 8 times per preemptive or whatever, it's just, eh. I wouldn't begrudge anyone who ever did that. Yeah, honestly, like, I think it's more because I'm trying to entertain people and we're trying to have fun here as well. Of course, there's a lot of people that will say, yeah, like, you know, it doesn't matter if you spend 20 minutes of a session just resetting. I'll still watch. Like, that's great, but I still think it's not the best way to present the content, I think. It's still more fun to be actually in the fight and just making things happen. But this attempt has been absolutely horrendous. Cindy hasn't used an auto life on herself the entire fight. I think she's getting KO'd here. No? Okay, this has been the strangest Cindy RNG we've had today. And well, it certainly beats doing an actual cheat and lying to your audience about it, whichever was. Yeah, of course, it's a spectrum, man. People do all kinds of shit. In this day and age, sometimes it's almost impossible to tell the difference, really. I've kind of lived on both sides at this point in terms of, like, there was a time, as I mentioned, like, earlier on in my challenge days. I think the community sentiment, especially on the PS2 days, where people could cheat less anyway because you just didn't have the tools to do it, or the knowledge of how to. And so it was much more like purist. Everyone was obsessed with doing every single second of everything, like, purely, you know, to the maximum. And I was one of those people for a long, long time. And then I was like, when I got to that hurdle of like, oh shit, I need to do thousands of hours to even have a chance at winning this thing, I'm like, maybe I should try actually seeing if I can win the thing instead of spending all of that time building up, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that's where I started to draw the line. And obviously nowadays I'm more like, I want to have fun just doing the fights, entertaining people, entertaining myself, proof of concept, seeing if it's possible. I still get the thrill out of winning regardless for me. Obviously it wouldn't match the thrill of winning having grinded like insanely to do it. That's a whole different thing, but I'll definitely take it. See you later, Law. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy Silent Hill 2. And again, we've stayed alive for so long here. Ah, this is true. So this is what Carithian was talking about in terms of... I haven't been looking at the battle at all. I've just been like looking at the chat and just chilling. But if she had auto haste, wouldn't her turn have been in the same place? I don't know how much sooner this is than if she would have had... Because I haven't been paying attention. So this is beneficial, correct? Because she had... because she gets KO'd... This is like where her turn is on the CTB now is the same place it would have been if she has auto haste, right? I just want to kind of confirm this also for people watching, because this is obviously a bit more niche and a high level mechanics. Yeah, so Carithian, again, you can correct me if I'm wrong, of course. When you die, whether you have auto haste or not, your like the penalty that you pay, the delay that you have, is your tick speed times 3. Right? And that's irrespective of whether or not, yeah, you have the same delay. So, yes. And therefore, if that's the case, if you have someone who doesn't have auto haste, then you can benefit from tossing the chocobo feather, because what that does is it will immediately give you like a CTB heal that you wouldn't have ordinarily had because you'd already be in auto haste. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a kickstart here. And so that's what Caripian was talking about, and that's why he recommended that Yuna doesn't have auto haste. So it's counterintuitive, because you would think, I'm playing no sphere grid, my characters are as slow as could possibly be, why do I not have auto haste on everyone? But sometimes in some situations you can actually gain a benefit here. So let's see if we can resummon for the first time. The answer is no, weren't quick enough, but again, there was a 33% chance we could have made it there. So that's unlucky. So unfortunately it doesn't like transform the fight, but I think it improves our odds slightly, for sure. Yeah, that's just how it goes. You've got to roll the dice. Can you farm 1,000,000 fortune spheres? No sphere in 5 out of 10. Yep, there's probably someone out there trying to do it. Who the hell knows, man? Everyone has their own thing. Obviously, like the whole endurance side of grinding is a whole like thing in and of itself. And for some people, that endurance test of grinding and like the mind-numbing repetition and just kind of sticking to the task, that's what it's all about for some people. So they will sit for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours and just do the same thing over and over and over and over. And that to them is like the ultimate way of enjoying their experience with the game. And who am I to judge that of all people? Everyone do their thing. Sometimes it makes for some truly insane content. Okay. So that last attempt was totally terrible. I'm going back to my double overdrive method. I like it. I just like having that 1,000,000 damage in the pocket and the extra motivation. So we're just gonna immediately just go for it. I like your approach. If I approved I can do it, now let's skip random encounters. Yeah, I mean, now and then it's helpful. It's like I've done it sometimes in the Caripian mod where, let's say there's a save sphere and you have a tiny amount that you need to run before triggering a boss, and there's, let's say, a 30% chance that in those 10 meters you trigger a random encounter. And let's say I did, I would just restart, because what's the point? Like, I'm going to waste time and potentially waste resources trying to fight that random encounter before I even start the boss. It's just silly. So I just restart, or I just turn random encounters off so I don't have to do the restart thing. Like, those kind of things to me, they just make perfect sense. So I don't feel any regret at all doing it. Yeah, it is. Again, if anyone says like, nah, like I'm a total purist, I never do shit like that, I have to do everything manually, like perfectly to the most minute detail, then that's how you do it. It's totally up to you. Some streamers do turn up encounters after they wipe on the Masters Challenge mod. Yeah, see, that to me, that's, again, everyone's line is different, but that's where I draw the line. I think if I'm turning random encounters off in a place where they're unavoidable, then, yeah, like, to me, that's not, like, it goes against the spirit of the mod and, you know, the spirit of the challenge, I think, to do that. But yeah, like, if I'm at the kind of Makalania Inn save sphere, like the inn bit, and I need to fight Crawler and I need to run that tiny little bit, I'm going to turn encounters off. I just don't care. Okay, so we got our big damage in here. There you go. You see what I mean? Like, we've got 1,000,000 damage and an auto life on Cindy right there. Okay. Now watch this haste. Okay. So Sandy's still on a different type of thing here. Yeah, so definitely a bit of a weird looking haste. Gonna take a chance and fight a little here. What's the AC? It's 7. There's a long time before an Armageddon. Maybe I'll take my chances and maybe full life someone. So, or I guess she could survive an Ultra Spark if she's healed, so let's go for this. Maybe this works. Wow, perfect. Good job, Cindy. Now, if Sandy would actually help us out a little bit, we might get off to a nice start. Okay. So, last time did a normal attack and not Pasado. I need a Pasado. There we go. I got my sister to level grind for me instead. Nice. You see, like, back in the day, as I say, like, the options for cheating were definitely more limited. I think there was stuff like, oh, what was it called? Like, action replay codes or some shit? Like, I never had one of those. But, like, on a PS2, like, some kind of device that you could use to put cheats into games. Something like that. And there were people who didn't have that stuff either. And so I think, I remember, like, someone had, like, a controller, a PlayStation controller with, like, macros on it, so they could basically farm away, like, find a way to farm the dingo in the monster arena for power spheres, and then use that to up the HP of Aeons in the Nosfigrid thing, so they could go to sleep and wake up having leveled up the HP of their Aeons for the Nosfigrid Dark Anima fight. And I'm like, that's innovative, like, it's smart, it's a good idea, a good way to use your time, but I'm like, I would just hack that shit in, man. Like, I just, after a time, just, does it really matter anymore? I don't think it does. So, I don't know. Didn't you cap it? Yeah, exactly. And after you, yeah. I think that kind of killed motivation a little bit as well. I think part of, like, the grind's kind of knowing how many hours you have on the clock. And it caps out at 999. Even the game is like, what are you doing? Stop. Oh, nice. Cindy's having a good run in this one. She's really pulling some nice moves here. It caps at 999. Oh no, that should have been an auto life. Shite. Yeah, Cindy had a good run, but now we're in a bit more of a dangerous situation. There's not long left before Armageddon here. Thought games never wanted you to stop playing. I mean, it definitely didn't stop me. I've played a few more hours of Final Fantasy X since I hit the cap. Alright, I'm gonna need another auto life here. Please. Yes. I think I need a minimum of 2 for these Armageddons, like, absolute minimum. Okay. It's not looking too bad, but the attempt doesn't become real until, like, you see that haze come in and you actually benefit from it. Oof, 542. Wow, that was clutch. Alright, gotta be Armageddon next. Sheesh. Stupid null. Okay, let's hope for the auto life here. Yeah, okay. This is done pretty well here. I can't complain. At least I'll be able to do it one more time once we get revived. So this is Armageddon. Thank you, Yasuo, once again, for helping us keep up. Yeah, Yasuo's already got the hang of this now. I think every stream of these we do, we have to nominate one person who will do it. So Yasuo's kind of done their shift for this one. And someone else can volunteer for the next stream. Okay. So, one more time. Okay, good. No Camisade shenanigans. And it was on herself. So Cindy, other than that one Camisade she's done really well. So just need the haste, like something. Great. Now, one more time or full life? When's the next Ultra Spark coming up? I think soon. I think I should have more auto life. I think Ultra Spark coming soon. Yeah, so once again, it's Sandy being the least helpful here. Yeah, Mindy, that's 2 Pasados she's thrown away. It's almost 1 million damage that she's thrown away there. She did a taking a break and then a normal hit. It's not good enough. That's just not going to get it done. Right, now Ultra Spark is a threat, so I think we just keep spamming auto life here. Okay. Come on. Oh. This is also the rare circumstance where the count could end up off. Yeah, this is why Nemesis is a bit infuriating. You literally don't know if it's a 4 or 5 at the moment. I really need a Pasado. No, she's completely gone off the boil. Now it's Mindy letting us down. That's 3 Pasado she's missed. My doorbell just rang. I need a second. I think I have a delivery. I'll be right back. Okay. What happened? Are we still alive? What's going on? Where are we at? Either way, I think we help each other. She's been doing a lot of full lives, honestly. So I can't complain. Again, one of those is reasonable. She still hasn't hit a Pasado yet, right? No. I think this attempt is slowly winding down here. There's not too much I can do. Wow. Yeah, they've lost the plot here. Unfortunately. I couldn't get an auto life. There was no help each other option, so I did do as you will, and that's what happened. Yeah, when they go off the boil, they just really just start. I can't buy a Pasado right now. We've dropped like 2 million damage at the moment, and Cindy's dead. So, unfortunately, yeah. Everything just collapsed. Like, we were doing well until we survived Armageddon, and then everyone just kind of gave up on the fight. Just stopped doing anything useful. Sucks. Another one bites the dust. Still let it... What's going on? I pressed the soft reset thing, by the way. I think it can kind of break sometimes, depending on when you press it. This is why this is happening. So yeah, I pressed the soft reset thing. And it kind of got a bit stuck. So I pressed it a second time now. Did it work? Okay. I needed to do soft reset twice to exit the fight. And now we can reset. How long does it take to stat up the Nemesis in those? Honestly, I don't know. Because I gave up quite early in the process. I really don't know. My guess was always probably a couple thousand hours, 2,000-3,000, something like that. Because probably more, honestly, because obviously to put yourself in the best position, you really want to have the luck as well. It's like 185 was the magic number. You need to have your shield Aeons. You're going to use a lot of your shield Aeons. They need to have maximum HP. You want to give them as much output as they can, so that the 1 or 2 moves you might use with them is actually useful. They need to obviously like have maximum agility in case they have a chance to get a move. So it's so much that I really don't know. It's a stupidly long amount of time. An amount of time I knew I just wouldn't have. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, I think potentially last attempt for today's session. Sticking with my double overdrives. I'm impressed 350 people have stuck with it for today's sesh. Really appreciate everyone tuning in today. It's been a really great start to the year. Hopefully lots of good streams to come. Yeah, I agree. Yusul is the MVP of this stream. Yusul, if I could gift you a... Oh wait, no. Yusul already is a member. I was going to say if I could gift you a membership, I would. You already are. Yeah, because the mods don't have green names when they become members. I had to double check that she had the badge. But it doesn't change the fact that Yusul is the MVP of today's stream. Okay. Maybe for the second one, we can do it on the last turn. So now let's do this. Ah, she just got a fight. That's annoying. Still. Okay. A nice 1.3 million damage done. Ultra Spark already coming soon. Sheesh. It's a lot of turns, man. But hey, at least it saves... It's still the equivalent of like 3 Posados, which I think is fine. Because the other 2 barely attack at all. They're still fine. As you've seen, sometimes you can't get a Posado for like 3-4 turns anyway, let alone 3 in a row, so... Ah, shit. Again, like, the defense menu isn't even showing here. So again, she's trying to force me to use Reflect. If I use this, she'll use Reflect, but I'm forced to just do a normal attack here. Thank you, Fox. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm very, very close to 5,000 videos uploaded on the channel, which is a mind-blowing milestone. I remember seeing... like years ago, I remember there were 1 or 2 channels that were just insane. Especially in the days when making walkthroughs was much more of a... People uploaded literally like 15-minute videos for walkthrough episodes. Shout out to anyone who remembers the YouTube of those times. Like this whole like half an hour to 1 hour long play. That shit wasn't as much of a thing back in the day, especially because YouTube had a 15-minute limit. Once it was lifted, a lot of people just kept uploading like 15-minute, 20-minute videos. And so you could rack up your video count very, very quickly. And there were some channels I remember that had like, I don't know, 3,000 videos, 5,000 videos, even like 8 years ago, 10 years ago. And back then I had way, way, way less. And I was thinking like, holy shit, man, these guys are insane. Like, how can you have that many videos? And well, here I am, 16 years later with 5,000 of my own. And well, very few of them are basically less than like 30 minutes. It's pretty rare. Like, my shortest LP episodes are like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I would say on average over the years, the average LP episode is like 30 minutes, basically, standard. So yeah, pretty insane. Okay. Ideally, I would have loved to have healed Mindy. I don't know what she's going to do if I select Do As You Will. It's probably going to be some crazy shit like Thundaga or something. So I'm probably just going to fight, even though I'd like to have healed. Because Mindy's going to die from an Ultra Spark. I'd rather she didn't, but whatever. Yeah, those haste is just lack it. It's just killing us. Yeah, now both of them are going to die from an Ultra Spark, so I'd love to heal at least one of them, but nope. They're both going to die. I swear we've seen Null more than we've seen Haste. If you can remember YouTube before Google, you have to give yourself a little sit down. Give you an Easter rest. Yeah, I remember the day when we got told as content creators that we could upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I was so freaking hype. I think I was always just kind of more interested in long form content. It's just always what I did. Even way back when I was making in my earliest videos, I tended to really appreciate having the ability to make longer ones. Okay, so what now? We're in a weird situation. I think Armageddon and Ultra Spark are nearing each other once again. Ugh. I'd really like someone to survive it. No. Again, this is like... It's converging on a very bad situation for us right now. Also remember that Sandy has the ability to heal her sisters with Curaga and Cura and stuff. It's rare, but she can do it. She doesn't. Okay, Armageddon looming. We're gonna need... Ah, shit. Are you kidding me? There's no help each other. Ah, shit, man. I have no idea what Do As You Will. Like, what is she going to prioritize? Probably taking a break. But if I do one more time, she's going to do Camisade. And Camisade's a slow move as well. It's just I really don't need it in this run at all. So I'm going to take a chance and Do As You Will. Should probably do nothing, but we'll see. Oh, wow. Okay. Got a lucky result there. Nice. See you later, Christopher. Thank you for joining us. Time for haste. Let's go. Yeah, I really don't know what the percentage of auto life happening there was, but good. She wanted to do it. That is true. It depends, man. I'm trying all kinds of things. Different characters get motivated by different things. Some of them, that's what they need to get them to kick into action. Okay, so Armageddon definitely coming next, and we have 3 auto lives, so we're doing pretty well. No haste yet, unfortunately. Sandy, the pretty one who's pretty unhelpful. Okay, let's have a look at how much damage we've done. It's that familiar number again, 6 million, 6.6 million still left. I think on a winning run we probably would have done more damage by this point because we would have got haste and we should be probably around 5 million or maybe a little bit below. Okay, so let's see what happens here. It's out to Mindy first. See what happens here. Sandy's been the bane of my life today. Mindy's had a much better attempt on this one. She's done her best. If you know you have one turn left, isn't attack better than defense? I don't think so, because that defense always has a chance of being haste. And then once we get revived, I can start using one more time and hopefully getting some more haste out. So I'm always trying to farm for the haste. You just have to roll the dice as many times as possible to get it. And so I always try to roll the dice when I can. That's the idea anyway. Hey Rhoda, welcome to stream. The summons are doing all the work. Where's the rest of the crew playing bingo? Yeah, this is one of those fights where unfortunately we have to rely on our Aeons to do the job. I always kind of hate it because it's obviously the least no-sphere griddy of the bunch. It of course still is a no-sphere grid because you can upgrade your Aeons to these kind of stats using the Summon of Soul stuff, etc. without using the sphere grid at all. But obviously I always still prefer the hybrid fights where you kind of have to swap between the two of them. But it is what it is. But we're doing pretty okay here. There's going to be an Ultra Spark coming at some point, and we'll be ready for it. But just no sign of any haste, unfortunately. Ouch. Hey Aldrel, welcome to the stream. We're almost done, unfortunately. But thank you for joining us. Maybe some interesting things will happen. I'll try and see this attempt through. I don't have to stop at 4:30 on the dot. But we're going to need to see something here. Like something... We need to accelerate our damage. We've still got 5.7 million left to go. Okay. Let's roll the dice again. Oh. If she had way less HP and grinding requirements, Dark Animal would be a pretty amazing conclusion to a no-sphere game. It is, and I think what I like about No Sphere Grid Dark Animal is that even when it comes to Aeons, you kind of need the whole team. It is like the ultimate fight. Like you need, it's an entire party effort. Like, well, the entire party of us pushing it. But as in you need to use 4 of your characters and you need to use a lot of your Aeons. Like it's a real proper group effort to try and take down Dark Anima. And I've always found that pretty cool. Alright. So we are expecting an Ultra Spark next. I think we kind of... She can't save anybody with a cure. There's no point. If Ultra Spark does happen next. I mean, there is a chance it doesn't and then we save somebody. Or we just fight. I'm just worried she does Kamisei, because Kamisei's higher rank, and so it takes longer to recover. I'm going to try and maybe she uses a Curaga on Sandy. Gives us a shot. Thanks, Rhoda. Appreciate it. Hope we have a good 2025 together. And I hope that Sandy decides to use a haste. Oh. Why is Cure even there is a good question. It really, like, it should be obsolete, but by the time you get the sisters, Cure just shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, I think for Mindy, the whole "Are you alright" thing, as 17 Master pointed out, you can make her use things like Drain, but I think you almost always take the Pasado damage instead. Okay. So where are we at? Okay, we have a little bit of time. Oh god, she's back to Kamisating again. It's just so bloody hard to see it. she's really been cranking out those passados. Fair play. Mindy's done a stellar job. 4.7 million left. Fighting a 3-star wants to use as pure. Ouch. Yeah, Sandy's just not having it at all. Only thing is, again, Armageddon is looming, so we're going to have to help each other. We're going to need some auto life, and I don't think it's going to happen, potentially. Oh god. We'll have to try do as you will here. There's no help. Okay. Carifian did say there's a decent chance that she does auto life. But do as you will always scares me because of the taking a break. I feel like she's always going to take a break. But someone who hasn't taken a break from being a member for 55 months is Cotillinet. Thank you once again. Come on, haste. Oh, why would she even cast haste? I mean, haste is not useful for anything, really, is it? But that was decent, but Armageddon came already. That was so fast. Shit, man. Too many of those slaps got thrown in. The slaps really crank it up fast for +3 every time. No, it's definitely not bugged. It's just the way it goes. Shell's the most likely one you see from defense. Oh boy. Okay, a full life really needed here. Oh. Bugged, yeah, for this fight, it's a good one. Yeah, and now we have Ultra Spark coming next. So we need the physical attack to happen now to stay in the fight after this one. See, if you're close to the end of the fight, you could maybe survive. But don't use it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, we're done. We're cooked, unfortunately. This is what I mean by if you're really close to the end, you can get a few more attacks in potentially and still win the day. But as it stands now, we're finished, unfortunately. Thank you, KH. Appreciate that. But pretty much the stream is going to be over very soon. Anyway. Screw you, Sandy. Screw you. Literally after everything's basically over. Get out of here. Taking the piss. Absolutely taking the piss. Lame. Okay, now even Mindy's taking a break. Nope. She's too demoralized now that her sisters have been knocked down. She does have haste, so we'll roll the dice, see if we can survive dismissing them. How much HP left? Let's take a quick look. Oh, Ethereal Cannon already. 3.3 million. It's that magic number again. We've been getting stuck around that 3 to 3.5 million. Close enough that we definitely know it's doable, but maybe this time we get lucky. We get like 2 more slaps or something. I don't know. Oh. Hey, Robert. Welcome to the stream. Bad timing, unfortunately. I'm having to wrap things up now. It is exactly 4:30. And Nemesis, right on cue, decided to basically put an end to proceedings. But hey, we had a good run. Considering this was my first ever true session of trying to fight Nemesis, getting down to 3 million or so, I think, was a pretty good effort. And you can kind of see that it's like a few forks in the road. If a few things kind of go well in the fight, then you can definitely turn the corner and have a much better chance of winning. So stay tuned. We're going to keep at this. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves for the first stream of 2025. I'll be back in a couple of weeks, and I might make use of that little mod that Carifian cooked up where I can just enter the fight with a preemptive strike just to push things along, to get rid of like those attempts where we might have an ambush or get a slow start. At least we can kind of churn out the better attempts a little bit more quickly. So that's what we'll do. There will be more Masters mod on a Friday, and it's going to be a hell of an episode. You do not want to miss Friday's episode. It's going to be Seymour Natus, and it's going to be a longer than usual one. I have cooked up a treat for you guys. It's going to be a 1.5 hour episode. Would definitely appreciate you guys hanging out and showing that one some love. So yeah, that's going to be the next thing coming, and I will see you guys for the next stream. Thank you for watching. Take care.